Right, morning. So, we did actually have some rain in the night. We had a couple of thunderstorms. We had 2.5 mil of rain, so not too bad. We should, and it's like 21 degrees outside right now, so it's going to dry up quick. But we don't want to cut wet grain, so we're gonna wait until after lunch to start, so that the sun can dry it out instead of having to spend money on drying it. Right, so what I'm going to do now is service this combine, fill it up with diesel, grease her up, have a quick blow around the engine and anywhere that there's build up of dust. And I've got to have a look and see why my reversing camera isn't working. My spout camera, that's just blank screen. And then we'll have a go after lunch. Alright, let's see how it goes. Crop feels dry, so you hear that scraping? It's the auger in the header. Where's that bale gone? Where the header's been sat in the sun. I've got bales to avoid today. Where the header's been sat in the sun and one side of the auger's warmed up, it's gone a bit like banana, bent a little bit in the heat. In a minute it'll even up and it'll straighten back out again, but it just doesn't sound very good for a couple of minutes. Right. We're away. Yeah, where one side of the auger gets warm, it expands, makes the bends the auger a little bit out of place, and then as it's going around, it's rubbing on the stripper. I forgot what it's called now. There's a stripper bar in the bottom of the header. Saying 14.8% moisture, so if that's right, that's good. Happy days. Yesterday it was down to like 11% because it was so hot. Right. You're probably wondering where my hair went. At lunchtime I went and got a haircut. This morning I blew the combine round and serviced it, and then I had to help Dad do some jobs in the grain store, so I was real dusty, so I went indoors and had a shower, and then we thought, well, we won't start till 2 o'clock, so I quickly went down the village and got a haircut. I was getting fed up with having long hair. You can hear it again now. I've picked the header up. They came round and baled this yesterday evening, or baled twice around the headland before it, because it was going to rain. The rain went into the straw, probably about halfway into the straw. Rained quite hard for a bit. That's the 150R in front of us, with young George driving it. I just gave him one of my camcorders, so hopefully he's gonna get a bit of footage of the combine. I've got the drone with me as well today, so we might put that up in a bit. It's yielding quite well. Yeah, it's saying 9.5 tonnes to the hectare, so that's very good for barley. 14% moisture. Just gobbling it up. In last week's video, I had a few people asking why we don't do clamp silage, because we've got the clamps there at the farm. So basically, the story is that the whole herd of cows used to be at that farm, Farm 1, the farm that I live at. And then about 4 years ago, they built some massive new cow sheds up at Farm 3, and all the cows got moved up there. But there's not enough room up. There's no clamps up there, and there's not enough room to store all the bales up there. So a load of the bales get stored at Farm 1 and then get carted up there during the winter. So yeah, it works quite well. And although also those clamps are pretty old now, the sleepers that are in the walls are pretty rotten, so it probably wouldn't be that safe. To use it anyway, so yeah, that's that basically. Just loading up George. Basically he just drives along at doing 3.5k right now. Yeah. He just drives along at a set speed and I'll speed up and slow down to load the trailer. On the second tank I start at the front, and then to move back all I got to do is slow down, rather than if I start at the back I've got to speed up to move, and sometimes you can't speed up because you got in like a flat spot or a really thick rock or something like that. Right, that'll do him. Right, it's Thursday morning. Got a massive, great big heap of barley in here. Tons of the stuff. We had the fans on last night, cooling it down. Got a reception pit here, look, where the trailers tip. Then the grain goes into the grain store. That's the dryer, but we're not using that at the moment. That's the cleaner, but we're not using that either. This is a pre-cleaner. It just sucks any bits of rubbish out of the grain and spits it out into the dust box. Sucks it out through that fan and out that tube. Going on here, look. Oh, it's hot in here. Burning. There we go, it's going in the bin. Alright guys, welcome back to Thursday afternoon, where I'm on our last field of winter barley. I have tomorrow, or maybe even this evening, got to go and cut some winter barley for our neighbour. But he's only got like 20 hectares. And yeah, so at best this is all brackled over because it's overfit, overripe. And at worst, I think I've done all the really bad bits, but on the headland there was quite a lot of flat stuff. It was flat on the deck, so that was giving me a bit of a pain in the neck. So yeah, and I've got a transmission a sensor problem. Hunts are coming out in the morning to change a pressure switch on the diff lock or something like that. It keeps popping up on the screen, an error code. But yeah, so I thought I'd just quickly show you this side pillar here in this video, and then I'll show you the rest of the screen in next week's video. Alright, sorry the battery died. Yeah, so on the top left there we've got engine power, what the engine's using in power. We've got engine temperature, we've got fuel, AdBlue, and then we've got engine RPM, our forward speed right at this precise minute. I've been sort of moving between 3.5k, something like that. Sometimes 4, but it's not really feeding all that well, so I can't go that fast. It all sort of clumps up, right, because it's brackled together. We've got header height. Yeah, that's header height. That's header preset on, as in number 2. There, look. That's telling me what button I've got it on. So we've got some flat spots like this, look, which are a pain in the arse. Have to put the reel down and scoop them in. There we go, look. Speed the reel up a little bit, lower it down, and it just scoops in all the flat bits. And then down the bottom here we've got our losses monitor and returns. So anything that's coming off the back of the sieve is going around the returns. And then we've got sieve losses on the left on this bar chart here, which is not showing anything right now because I'm going so slow in this flat bit. And then we've got straw walker losses on the right here. And then they both equal, you know, they both add together, and we're on that middle one basically. But this combine never loses anything off the back of the sieves. It's always losses in the straw, on the straw walkers. And there's some sensors in the straw walkers that detect any, you know, any seed, any grain dropping off the back of the straw walkers. And that shows up on this one on the right here. Right, so that's our winter barley finished anyway. Wow, it's bloody hot out there. It's like 7 o'clock Thursday evening and it's still 30 degrees. I just had to blow the combine down with the leaf blower because we're going around to our neighbour's farm to cut his winter barley, and I don't think he'd appreciate our blackgrass seeds being dropped all over his farm, so I thought it'd be nice and blow them all off in our field. So yeah, we're just moving around there. We'll do a couple of hours around there this evening because there's a chance of thundery showers overnight, so thought we'd get a bit done. Might see a bit of action from the 7710 because he's going to have it on corn cut. Look, when it all starts wrapping around the auger like that, that's a sign to go home. It's all getting a bit tough. It's just gone 11 o'clock and they popped up saying that there might be some rain in the morning, so we thought we'd try and get as much as we can done tonight. The moisture's alright on the grain, it's the straw that's tough. It's still a bit green, to be honest. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm gonna pack up in a minute, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Afternoon. So it's Friday afternoon, and as I said before, round up the neighbours cutting his winter barley. I've nearly finished actually. I only had 25 hectares today, so not too bad. So they're on about rain this evening. So I doubt we'll see whether we actually do anything tomorrow or not. So you never know. We might even have the weekend off, but we shall see. I've got jobs to do on the combine. Now that we've finished the barley, I'll take all the side guards off and completely blow it down and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the old 7710 that he's got on the trailer. It's a shame I can't get any footage from the outside, because it does sound good. But yeah, so if it rains tonight, that might well be it for this week's video. It's probably long enough as it is, to be honest, because I've got lots of footage. So yeah, alright. This is Cassia, by the way. This this winter barley, and it's yielding it says 7.8 tons average to the hectare. So yeah, it's doing alright. And then the next job will be oats, winter oats next week, or once the rain's passed. So yeah, alright, thanks for watching, I'll catch you later. Alright, morning guys, it's Sunday morning. So we did have rain Friday night and into Saturday actually. It was a bit crap yesterday. Had day off yesterday. Like I said, it's now Sunday and I'm servicing the combine. I've just taken all the guards off and I'm going to get a full blow down in a minute. And then we'll stick some diesel in it and get it ready to go, because we're going to give the oats a try this afternoon. We got to get on because the weather forecast doesn't look settled anyway for the week. So we just got to take every opportunity really. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna get me kit on, get the leaf blower fired up, and I'll blow down, and then I'll give you a bit of a show round. The combine, explain how it all works, but I'll probably put that in next week's video, and along with combining this afternoon, I'll probably put that at the beginning of next week's video, just so that it all makes sense. You see, we're starting afresh. So yeah, right, I'll get my kit on and we'll get her blown down. Right. There we go. This should keep some of the dust off me. Not a very pleasant job this, but it's just something you got to do.